Welcome back, guys, to Octopath Traveller, where we have defeated 3 of the Chapter 3 missions on hand, and Ferions is now next up. But I'm more wary about 1, getting gear, and 2, finding myself some of the secret dungeons around the land. So, since last time, I have sold a lot of the stuff and re-geared using the shops a couple of people to make sure that they have optimum equipment, or at least have the highest defense ratings currently, so like elemental shields have been chucked on people, etc. But more importantly, I'm in Victor's Hollow because there's some people that maybe we don't want to steal from and do want to buy from. So maybe it's time for Merchant Tressa to actually haggle a little bit. But with the party we set up we currently have in Victor's Hollow, we actually have some travel banter. Thanks. Okay. Thanks. Yeah, thanks. Good intro. Obviously, good intro. Great intro. 20 plus, yeah.
Are you alright?
Hey there, Tress. What's with the serious look? What you thinking about what my most precious treasure could be? Tell me, Alfyn, what do you treasure the most? Me? Shucks, I'd rather not say. It's kind of silly, to be honest. Oh, come now. What are you acting so embarrassed about? It's not that. It's just... Besides, I know the answer. It's that bag. YouTube, you miss how many times Sam messed up the start. Yeah. You always keep it in your sight, and you're constantly cleaning and mending it. You got me. Good pal of mine gave it to me. When I've got it slung on my back, it's like I can hear him whispering in my ear. Well, that's a bit weird. You brew those potions of yours with pride, yeah? He says. And I listen too. That's why I put so much care into my concoctions. Haha, that's a true treasure if I ever heard of one. It's a true treasure. Does banter count as a cutscene? I guess. Well, we're here to speak to this guy, who of course has the 3% steal of the Robe of Flame, with the max SP at 56, the physical defense of 126, but the massive elemental defense gain of 317. We're not stealing that. We've been caught too many times and had to restore our reputation in Victor's Hollow as is. So it's up to you, Tressa, for 47,880. We're rich at least. I gained like 100k from selling stuff. We had 100k as we ended. I think it's time to purchase. Please haggle like 20k off. I hate you, Tressa. Satisfied? Then leave. Why do you hate me? Always looking for a bargain. So we could try to steal the Argent Axe as well. Or we could buy the Argent Axe by punching at the lady in front. I guess that would work too. Can't you save some to get that low percentage chance gear? You could. But you know how many people would hate me for that forever? Did you really need to finish the skit quickly for some reason? Yeah, you guys cheering, God. Alright, I'm not usually at a bar and trade. Normally I draw in the crowds around the arena. We haven't been in there yet, have we? So, if that's the case, it's time to bonk someone over the head a little bit, isn't it? Bonking people on the head. Switch you up for Alberic, who needs a little bit of rest by the look of it. Remember, plus for menu, yes. And for... No, what? You're messing with me again. We haven't found his daughter yet, Laconic Father. Elise is her name. We'll maybe find her in the future. So let's get a little bit of rest on. Then beat up that guy of Alberic. Oh, we could beat up the Orphanage lady to finally gain access. I guess that's a thing too. Hey, look! It's honourable. It's Alberic. It's an honourable jewel, right? There's nothing wrong with it if it's Alberic. Let me through! At battle, fair and square, to arms! You know, I used to test the strength of participants before matches. Don't you believe me?
Let us fight with honour. Victory.
Right, so we're going to focus on going around the map and completing some of the extra dungeons to start off with. First to find a weakness. More to the point first to hope he has a weakness I can find. Well, he's poking holes in me.
Victory shall be mine. Have at you.
He has no weaknesses.
I wreak havoc upon thee.
I guess I can still do damage to him though, at least. I guess he might have a weakness to a spellstone, but do I really want to use one on him and then keep trying to use spellstones to get in? So by the look of it then,
Ensnare them!
I'm just gonna use this for no reason. I should just let my BP gain up and go use Brand's Thunder each time. Just to do mass damage. We can only poke on him. We can't do more than that.
Shall be mine. How about this?
I'm healed!
No.
I love how the sound of that arrow hitting is...
How about this?
Sounds like someone slapping you with like a paper or something a
battle
bit.
is truly joy.
Well, I guess I can still attack you in the meantime.
Victory shall be mine.
Sounds like someone trying to swat a fly on a wall with paper. That's the one.
Havoc upon thee.
He's still alive!
The battle is true.
My one sounds way more hardcore. This one's just...
No. How about this?
Well, I still do have electricity. Yeah, but I also want the problem with that is, one, it doesn't work. Two, I want to keep my SP so I can use my special stuff. Oh, we managed to dodge one, did we? So I can keep using Brand's Thunder.
I wreak havoc upon thee.
Right, he's taken well over 10,000 worth of damage and he's still alive.
Too slow. No. Out of my way.
The never-ending battle. Is he worse than the drunk guy? Like, no joke. Is he like legitimately worse than the drunk guy?
I wreak havoc upon thee.
Okay, we're in the building.
With each battle,
He trains gladiators. Well, he does test people after all. Well, that's what a battle's like when you can't hit the weakness. A fine fight that was. You have my thanks, unconscious man. Alright, so what have we gained? Money! I guess that's not bad when you think about it. Money, 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 money. Seeds. Seeds. Why does this man hate me? Why does he not want me to steal his stuff? Could you stop playing for a bit and explain what kind of paper you have there? Magazine paper, I guess. I don't know. What? Right, this is Monica. His name's Wheezy. Personally, I feel bad advising you how to best beat a gladiator on the men, but if he's not going to have the good sense to forego matches, it's on him. Never mind the elemental attacks. A good sword, spear, or dagger's all you need. The Wheezy. Right, I guess we now move it on to the lady down the bottom. And find out what's in the orphanage. And then probably feel bad about ourselves after we beat her up. Let's get our SP and all that back. That silver pouch, by the way, is probably worth, what is it, 8k? So that's not bad. We made a bit of money back. And we no longer ever have to go in there again unless I really want to steal those seeds. Come on, Ulbrich. The orphanage matron, who is rumoured to be ridiculously good. Such a thing could bring no good. Yes, but it's Ulbrich. It's honourable.
Let us fight with honour. The battle is.
Do we get different music for each of these people? Right, I reckon it's going to be bows. Okay. Oh, she's already healing.
The battle is truly.
Oh, swords. Okay. Well, this should be over a little bit faster.
No. The battle is out of my way.
We'll get the break on this turn. No. Stay back, criminal. No, it's honourable.
I wreak havoc upon thee.
And now we can do damage. What special attacks has she got? Oh! It's like she's trying to find my break. How do I break this man?
No.
Have to beat up the matron before you can steal from the kids.
No.
I guess yes.
Victory. Have at you. I wreak havoc upon thee.
7,000. She's still alive.
No.
But no longer.
With each battle.
Alright, your attack sounds so epic. She sounds like she's punching a pillow. Yeah, that's the kind of sound difference there. Right, well, we started off with some access of things of Victor's Hollow. Cool. We found a treasure chest in the orphanage, so let's take that because all treasure chests belong to us and we stole their money. Honourable. Hey, do you like to read? Because I do. I like to read your pockets. Mother's so nice to us. I mean, she's not a real mother, but she may as well be. We love her so much. She's unconscious. It's fine. Yeah, I knew it was going to make me feel guilty afterwards. One day I'm going to be as strong as my mum was. Well, we could steal the stuff, I guess. You'd be nice to our mother, wouldn't you hear? Don't give her any lip or worse. This town's filled with brutes to try to cross her. And you know what she did? Pow! Gave each and every one of them the back of her hand. Put them flat on her back, she did. It's fine. We hid her like an assassin behind the flower pots. No one is any the wiser. As I always say in every game I play. We're the good guys. Alright. So it's time for me to go and explore. I could go get that Argent Axe as well and buy it from the old man maybe. But let's go and get ourselves some random dungeons. So there are some random dungeons around the path. There's one up here and one down there. So let's go and have a look-see. Oh, she's only unconscious with a sword. Multiply slashed. It's not that bad. You're making it sound worse than it is, guys. You're thinking. I could tell that you're thinking it's worse than it is. She's only unconscious. We use the back of the blade. Like, Rurouni Kenshin? That's the one. I think. Trying to remember old mangas. Yeah.
You won't feel a thing.
I don't have anyone with Black Mage on, do I?
My turn now.
The reason I say that.
The winds of fortune are howling.
Is if I had someone with Black Mage, I could put the dodge rate on.
The thrill of the
Might not be a bad idea to put that on if we're going to go exploring for all these extra dungeons, for all these goodies. So let's pop back to, actually, let's pop back to town without any problems would be to warp. Black Mage. Scholar. That's the one. Sorry. Look, man, I talk in normal JRPG terms. It'll always be Black Mage to me. You are not Kenshin, you parrot thief, Peter of the Week. Yes, I am. Alright, let's get you in there, Ophelia. I know you have it. Alright, let's change this for evasive maneuvers. And then get on our way. After healing up again, all that lovely SP. I've actually remembered the name of it properly. Well done. I haven't read that. I read that like years and years and years and years and years ago. He does use the back of his blade, right? Am I right in saying that? Right, you. I'm sure we have something to do with you, the roving naturalist, at some point in time. We've obviously got to take you somewhere. You're a bit too obviously out there. But if we head on the West Swarky Trail here, there'll be something over here for us. As you can see, trees appear on the map. A place. Now we just have to get to it. I've done my scouting, found some areas of interest I wish to go. Then realised I did all the selling and equipping of my characters and I never saved far and lost all the scouting. We may surprise our foes, but not like we can kill them with that kind of power.
Have at you.
Or with all power, maybe.
The thrill of the fight.
Well, Alfyn's about to level up from just the tiny experience we're getting. I don't ever trust level recommendations, that's why I'm 99 SP. Yes, some things can be hard just due to mechanics after all. Hey, what level was this place? I didn't even look. 15. This should be quite a nice easy jaunt then. Something we should have done earlier, but that's kind of what I want to hit up now. Find out what goodies are within. And with our dodging ability, we will cut down the encounter rate of enemies we don't necessarily want to fight because low level. I'll be able to explore faster. That said, aren't these boars pretty hardcore? Or should I say, hard boar?
Have at you.
No? No one?
Bring it on.
Boo! Boo! You guys suck.
May the sacred flame shine forth.
Sacred flame you. Leave the puns to the
I
chat.
am not
Sure.
made for such battles.
Right, we beat those guys. Took them out. There's a mixture of well dones and other things. Oh, there's a purple chest for you. Ah. But how do I get there? Not from this side, that's for sure. Can I go under here? Nope. Here we go. A war lance. What is the war lance good for? Absolutely nothing. Huh. Come on, I'm setting myself up here. Yeah. Oh, we still didn't check up that way. Who dares speak into the sub? Thank you very much as the fox people come. The fox people come in the night. We don't know what their weaknesses are.
Victory shall be mine.
That's nearly enough damage to take them out, I guess. Daggers aren't going to be enough. It's all up to you. They've got low HP. We know we can take them out with an AoE spell.
I hope I grow more able.
When you're able to play better, then we'll talk about your pet. What? Hey, it's a tough crowd, yeah. It's a tough crowd. Oh, well, look at it. I should have gone right. Hey, 4K just sitting here. Oh, no, maybe I shouldn't have gone right. Inspiriting Plum. Randomly, there was like a vine I could climb down there. I know the running will increase my encounter rate, but we've got to look for all the goodies.
This is the beginning of your end.
Victory shall be mine. I will cut you down.
I was gonna say, those bugs looked a little bit stronger, but then one of them just got taken out like it wasn't anything.
I appreciate
Spud bug.
Really?
Do you want me to nickname that too?
Here goes nothing.
That Spud is called Nick, yeah? Sputnik,
I'll do my best.
Chat says their puns are good.
Have at you.
I counter by saying nay.
With each battle,
No nay.
I grow stronger.
Right, Ulbrich levels up from the incredibly tiny enemies. If you're going around in real life opening chests which have 4K in cash in them, then I want to live where you live. Well, this looks interesting. Okay, this is something, but it's not something yet. This is going to be a quest location or some
Bring it
such. So we found something important. It's just not what we were looking for, I guess.
Victory shall be mine. Out of my way.
This looks like an important area either for a guide or a quest appears or a boss later maybe or something. Unless they just have random picturesque places out in the middle of nowhere, you can guarantee that there's something else here in the future. Well, if there's nothing there now, we'll pass onwards and upwards. You see some amazing chests around town, do you? Oh, chests, yeah, I get it. I get it. Alright, never mind. Let's move on. And if you didn't get it, don't worry. Got him. Like most other merchants, this fearless hunter is more committed to instilling an appreciation for nature's bounty in his customers than in turning a profit. After coming to a new land, he hunts and traps game, which he then sells only to the people of said land. Right. You're a nomadic hunter. Do I need to bring a nomadic hunter to anyone? That'll be a question of itself. Alright, as you will notice here, there is a cave. So in the lovely, beautiful, sparkly winter lands, let's go into the Hoarfrost Grotto. Now this one's a bit of a higher danger level. The enemies shouldn't pose us too much of an issue unless they randomly AoE the crap out of us. So I'll keep Percipience on. Is that the one I'm using to lower the encounter rate? I'll start looking for treasure chests. Instead I found myself, what the hell's this? Where am I going? To a treasure chest. A light nut. Went down a dark path, had a light nut.
There is no choice.
And new beasties. Oh no!
The
That's
battle is truly
the upgraded ice elementals that were nuking me. Bad. Bad, bad. Oh no!
I'll not be defeated.
I don't have any elementalists.
Oh, sacred light.
Uh-oh.
Out of my way.
I do have wildfire, I guess, but I can't get two of them off.
Don't play.
I mean, we know it's a weakness.
Here we go. Feeling feverish?
Well then,
Uh-oh.
Night Owl, bring your shade.
Now then,
So we know swords isn't their weakness.
out of my way!
I was hoping spears would be the small one's weakness, so we'd stop them attacking at least. I hate those guys. I hate them very much. Not these guys again.
Here goes nothing. Feeling feverish?
Hoping to never see one of them again. Of course, we knew we were gonna.
I'll do my best.
It's fated.
Let your wounds be healed.
Now then, my blade is I will cut you down!
Let's finish them off. Now all we can.
The thrill of the fight!
But it's the breaking of people that worries me the most. Hoi hoi. Right. Not those blooming elementals again. It's going to be one of them as a boss now, and I've not got the... Yeah, not be. Stop describing your nightmare situation, Sam. That's when the bad things happen. Ooh. Alright, a soul hatchet. I'm guessing it's not as good as the Lizard King's axe, of course. It's really, well, it's good if you want a little bit of extra... oh, we've got one on. For an elemental attack weapon, maybe.
Let us fight with honor! Now then,
I hate this thing. I know it's got a second weakness, but it's probably something silly like lightning. It's not light and it's not darkness, is it? We've checked that.
lightning strikes!
Knew it'd be that. Lightning strikes!
Out of my way.
At least the rest of the guys are low level. So what do I have to care?
Don't play.
Well then,
Don't do anything. Just stand very... well, actually, use the luminescence. Just in case those guys are light break. Obviously not. Yeah! You should single target me more often, honestly.
All right.
It's really good when you do that. I really appreciate it.
Feeling feverish? Bring it on.
Just break him.
Feeling feverish?
How about you?
I think we have spears with our remaining 2 warriors at this point.
Out of my way.
So we can just do melee breaks into a luminosity strike, or just get another extra attack on. That works too.
Night Ode, bring your shade. I am not made for such battles.
I wouldn't have liked to come in here necessarily at level 25, given the fact that one of those guys is in here. That's for sure. Loop it round. There's a treasure chest over here. Alright, healing great. Which I will save again. Yes, I've heard I do not know the true power of Concoct. Shall we find out what the true power of Concoct is? That's not useful. It's Concoct. You concoct potion substance, variables, ingredients to aid, or kill people. Yeah. Lovely, thank you. Tutorials.
Come on, I've
Ooh.
got better things to do.
Victory shall
The other
be
thing
mine.
is, I'm getting to find like the break things for enemies I may see later.
I will cut you down.
That's quite a big pack.
I'll not be defeated.
But they are weak.
May the sacred flame shine forth.
Very weak. What does Anne read? I read really fast. It's really good. Most fast read.
Don't mind if I do.
Best reader. EU.
How about you?
That's what I am. Best reader EU.
You
No!
miss.
Wrong person.
Here we go.
Failures. He's weak to access too.
Out of my way.
It's fine. We got Therian.
I appreciate it. Really? Where's the nearest tavern?
Job done. Alright, it looks to me like there's a boss in here. Oh, there's a special treasure chest hidden away as well. Oh. Nope. Now the question comes as to how we get in there.
You won't feel a thing.
Well, these guys are mostly weak to abilities that I can use.
Well then,
He says, wondering if that's the truth. Actually, I reckon they're probably going to be weak to.
Out of my way.
They're still weak to another weapon we haven't found yet, though. Incidental.
All right.
All right. I want you to share your SP with good old Olbrich.
Always happy to share.
Give him extra SP. The most SP.
Out of my way.
Try this.
Many SP.
I'll do my best.
You technically don't need to do anything, but I'll let you do it.
May the sacred flame shine forth.
Job done.
I am not made for such battles.
Right, so there's the gap. And there's the last treasure chest. Big 10k! 10k! Life is good when you get 10k. Randomly on the street, pick it up, yay! Except you have to report it to the police, because obviously if you keep it, that's not a good thing, but that's not the point. As a boss, a powerful foe. Oh, no! So yet again, there must be something that happens here, but possibly at a later date due to a quest?
I'll make this quick.
So we found 2 of these such areas now, where there's no boss currently,
How about you?
but there is definitely something. Mucho interesting, wouldn't you say?
Here we go.
Well then,
Wait, did I use daggers? Oops. I'm just gonna stab them all, okay? Is that fine? Is it fine if I stab them all? I'm really confused now. Oh, my sword has debuff.
Yes. How about you? I will cut you down.
No!
Here goes nothing.
You need to get your SP back, so go for it. 20! So there's another boss in this area, but we're not able to do it yet. The scouting has been done. Whatever is here does not want to come get me. So with that, let's move on to yet another hidden pit of terrain. So there's a bit like over here, and there's another one like kind of down here. But most importantly, over here, the Hollow Throne is someone we haven't checked out yet, which was a level 25 place, if I'm right in saying. Way back. Anyone I can inquire to. A hidden item! This woman who married a childhood sweetheart now helps him to run the inn they inherited from his father. Of late they have seen an increase in business as she has been pressuring her husband to perform renovations so they might attract even more patrons. Oh, she's got an eye for business. What you can say? Pressure. Psh. A humble florist of Noblecourt, he is utterly devoid of business acumen and sold an almost unbelievably small quantity of product. As the second son of a noble family, he stands to inherit little and so was given this responsibility that might earn his own fortune someday. Unfortunately, we stole whatever he had. Like, legitimately, we stole it. Like this. You know, kind of as easy as that. Ah, woman gregarious. This merchant travels from town to town, plying his trade that he might care for his ailing parents. Somewhat lacking in business acumen, he also, everyone does. He is a penchant for agreeing to almost any exchange, no matter how ill-advised. Nevertheless, he somehow managed to procure rare treasures. So he's good at it. He's good at getting stuff, but then it was stolen. I don't know who by. Just no. Oh, a curious antique. That looks like it could be more on the key item side of things, doesn't it? Than the sell amount? For elderly allies of justice. I have to go to a shop to find that bit out. I think there's an old man here who has also a soul knife. Yoink. He also has a sorcerer's robe, which is really good. No! I want the sorcerer's robe. What? It's an elderly lady as well. Okay, I recognize you as a woman. Please let me steal this from you. Thank you. Ooh, good gear. Right, an elderly woman who is kind and pleasant to those around her, that she might perceive them with her money-making schemes. Ha! See? A bad guy. With, despite a bountiful savings, she craves ever more. Does she now? What's behind you, old lady? I can't be bothered to check, to be honest. Right, well, more hidden items keep appearing, so that's great. A heavy coin pouch, great. 80% old people are tough, yeah. Alright, so everyone's patched up again. We've got two really nice garbs. So we've got the primeval robe there, which ups max SP. But we could change that for the definitely better upping spell attack sorcerer's robe. Then alongside that, we have the primeval robe on you, which also ups SP, but we could change it for the robe of flame. However, because you've got so much evasion anyway, I think that would be better given to someone like poor Obi boy over here. Give him some extra SP with the Elm defense. The robe of flame. What do you reckon? I think that's not a bad idea. Apart from that, you've got the rainbow robe, which is good LM defense, but it's lower on the physical defense side of things. So maybe you want some extra with the Imperial vest that we just made free. Hey, getting some good gear, and this is what the kind of exploration side of things is. Have we managed to sort out that old man's problem in Noblecourt, the graveyard? An elderly man who once worked as a carpenter of Noblecourt, though he has long since left the family business to study grandson, he refuses to remain idle and spends his days wandering the town, offering to repair any minor damage for free that the houses have suffered, much to the amusement of his kin. Hey, why not? I mean, it seems to be less of a job, more of a passion for him, yeah? Of course, this is a town we went to kind of earlier, so we missed a lot of the inquiries. This traveler with an unquenchable thirst for adventure manages to survive by fashioning makeshift tools when in imminent danger. Though his luck will surely run out one day, he cannot help but continue to tempt fate. He's gained information about a use for textiles. Oh god, is that for the old man in Quarry Crest? I think it probably is, you know. The one who gave us the weird cloth. Alright, this guard has worked as resident for around 2 years. He takes his duties quite seriously and has thus never made a mistake. However, he has yet to find a way to convince his peers to remain in the service of his rather demanding master. Well, isn't he gone? What? I missed this chest. How did I miss that chest? I guess I missed stealing from these guys because I kind of got sucked into the actual stuff, but still. A man who was recently hired as a guard at the mansion. His half-hearted approach to his profession has seen him dismissed many times before, and given the expectations of his current employer, it is only a matter of time before he is sent away or leaves. And once more turns to his exasperated parents for support. As more subs come in, as Spazzy Bunny has reached the 12-month-in-a-row marker. Thank you very much. There's 2 people today as we've got the new badge. Thank you very much for the ever-ongoing support. Let's go speak to the codger. Poor Olby boy. Olby gets the Robby. Right, undeniable allure now. A musician who enjoys a peaceful life. He believes Noblecourt the perfect place to own his skills, and so he's resided here for many years. He's given us the ability of undeniable allure. I don't know. I haven't met any of the guys that you wanted me to meet and beat up by the look of it. A man from Noblecourt who works as a carpenter, carrying on the legacy of his father and grandfather. With the notable exception of House Azelhart's estate, his family helped build most of the houses in town, and so he's more than willing to perform simple repairs for the cost of materials. Well, that family are quite good, aren't they? For the cost of materials only. So he wants us to beat up people who are part of a mercenary company, 3 of them. But I haven't seen them to beat them. That sounds bad, actually, when I put it that way. Alright, another Copperfield pouch. Oh, we're making money now. Alright.
Plain truth.
He's the one about the grave robber. He'd give him what for, but he can't run after them. We're going to give him the codger-friendly bow. Can't run after him, so let's give him a bow that you can kill him with at range.
Oh!
What's that you've got there? It's a fine bow if I've ever seen one. It's codger-friendly. As far as I can handle a weapon, I'll have you know I was a fine archer in my day. Then one day my legs gave out and that was... 420 years ago. Oh, now I see the way of it. Yes, I would be able to use this. That grave robber thinks I can't chase him down. When he turns his back to me, I'll just take aim and... Haha, I never know what hit him. I owe you one, friend. Yes, that's kind of when we disturbing the dead any longer. Not on my watch, he will be one of the dead. Aim for the butt cheeks. The Gravekeeper's mark has been gained. The hell is that? Well, we've already inquired as to there. So that's another quest done at the very least, so good times with that. Right, another hidden item. A widow who lives a modest life with her son. She managed to save a little bit every day and plans to use those funds for her son's schooling. We didn't steal, I'm honest. Another hidden item. A girl who loves looking at the colourful bindings of books. Though she cannot read, she still enjoys looking at the pictures and imagines the story all her own. That's kind of a cool way to be, though. Any more hidden items? A resourceful young boy who excels at utilising everyday items to create new objects. He uses leftover lumber from the carpenters and his mother's extra cloth to make toys for his friends. Since he's self-taught, however, he sometimes spends more time fixing a creation than making it. It's the artistic boy. Right, so where are these hidden items? One's in the inn. An introduction to adventuring. Didn't I steal one of them before? From Le Man. I'm pretty sure that happened. And it seems the other hidden item is somewhere I cannot reach currently. So that's a thing. Well, this town had a lot in it, didn't it? Discount of the inn, an old man enjoying a life of leisure after bequeathing his inn to his son and his daughter-in-law. In an effort to avoid becoming involved in their arguments about the state of the property, he's been spending rather a lot of time in a local tavern of late. Getting away from it all, are you? So much, and we could... You see, we've got to inquire to everyone in the game, because side quest content. Though he's ostensibly a leader of the Carpenter's Guild, the recent troubles spurred the others to leave one by one until no one else remained save him and his son. Nevertheless, the two carry on as before and continue to take pride in the family trade. Alright, another hidden item there. There's Harnett waiting to get into a fight. Then I sold it. Le Man died. Bat's going, no, Le Man's still alive. He's off adventuring. He just needs someone to be brought to him now to continue his adventuring. New weapons for sale. A young man who sells sundry goods to the various shops of Noblecourt. Someone lacking in social graces, he conducts business with as few words as possible and occasionally in complete silence. Townsfolk have noted his habit of taking sips from a small flask after midday. It's fine. He's just a bit luscious. And a hidden item, a gardener who serves many noble families instead of just one. While House Azelhart no longer has a master, he nevertheless continues to care for their abandoned grounds for the sake of all who fondly remember the departed lord and lady. Alright then. Tons of hidden items yet again. One of us requires a chapter 3 to be started. We'll get to it no longer. Still, Axe isn't going to be much to write home about. And then that one's in the corner of the graveyard. Right, so I will come back here because I want to go. Hey, let's actually just warp here again. Can I warp to the same time? No, I can't. Well, let's pop into the Quarry Crest and see if the guy right at the start. Now we've got the information about like textiles and stuff. If that's what we give him to complete his quest. This guy here.
Greeting
I've been weaving cups of cloths here for generations. There was a time when every house for leagues around was covered with Gedney's finest fabrics, but these days, when a wooden town sees much cause to visit a humble shop, time marches on, it doesn't care who stomps past. A use for textiles, for foot cloths. It's so unlinked as well. What's that you say? People are turning my prized fabric into pantaloons? Yes, pants. Well, I suppose it's not so far-fetched a scheme. The cloth is strong, the pattern that pleases the eye. Why did I not think of this before? Fancy pants! Got to lure the people in with pants. I've never actually understood that. Got to lure the people in with the fancy pants so they can't see because under your clothes. By the graves of the gods, yes, it shall be the salvation of Gedney's finest fabrics. The pantaloons in this babe might mean trousers. Pantaloons, vests, tunics, bonnets, and capes will offer a full line for discerning gentlemen and ladyfolk made from foot cloths. Authentically wiped with feet. Now then, to work, there's much to be done. Pantaloons. We've completed our first set of fine clothing. Oh, did we get it? I'm in your debt, kind traveller. You gave me the inspiration I needed. Good health to you and good cheer. Remember me, we got a weaver's charm. We didn't even get pantaloons, man. I feel shortchanged. I wanted them pantaloons. I want some fancy, like, I can't remember what they're called. The crazy ones. The ones that MC Hammer wears. Can't touch this. Damn. Why do I think the word, why is the word parachute in my head? I don't know why. They are parachute pants. Is that what they're called? I thought no, there's no way they could be parachute pants. No, don't be silly. That's just silly, dude. Right, well, it seems we've earned the Assassin's Dagger and maybe as well the Silent Cape as options for the future by doing our like looking around town. But now it's time to go off to that other place. It really is parachute pants. Is it really parachute pants? What kind of pants what does he have a wear? Can't touch those, no. It's just in case you need parachute, you wear those pants. That's how it works, right? Can't touch those. He had a good thing going. He needs all that space to breathe, you know? Alright, well, we bulked from going into this dungeon before. However, now we have no reason to do such a thing. Let's get there.
Let's see what you got.
Wait, is this like a princess of toads? The Flatlands Frog and Four.
I will cut you down!
They're not weak to swords.
What the?
Well, darkness strikes all. I do feel like I need a proper spellcaster. We've got one weakness for the birdie.
Mercy, witchery.
But it's not like they can hurt. Until they hurt, he says. Come on, I believe you can still hit. I believe in your powers. We should have fairly high accuracy after all. Man, they've been in darkness galore at this point.
Night Ode, bring your shade.
Alright, so the ants haven't got much HP to them. This frog, however, is a bit of a...
I appreciate it.
It has some damage on it. Let's put it that way. Alright, missed the birdie.
Shucks.
Damn, missed again.
My turn now.
Super strong froggin.
Ah! May the sacred flame shine forth.
And that bird that hasn't been broken,
Shucks.
yeah, I was about to say, is actually going to be worse than I expect. Like, way worse. Alright, he's weak to axes. We can't boost anymore. So that's a thing.
Let your wounds be healed.
We can still just heal self though, however.
Out of my way!
We're good enough to still hit though. I don't have any axes. Well, I know what the bird's weak to. Cuz bird. How are we encountering new enemies, by the way, in places that we've already been? And the bird's still alive.
Bring it on.
What the hell? Night Raven was a bit stronger than I would have thought, I guess.
Out of my way.
But
Let's do this.
there's always Therian. There's always Therian.
And that's that.
I'm just surprised by all the constant new in all the places I've already been. Because that frog thing was way worse. Yeah, they don't do recolors, they add new details. Yeah, they change the sprite. But I guess with 2D sprites, maybe you could argue it's easier to do? But then I guess an artist would be screaming at me right now, going, no, it's not. I have to redraw a whole new thing. That's just making another thing. It's making another model. Why would you think that would be easier? Well, let's just make a completely new thing. That's easier. Though, in some respects, I'm obviously missing tons of chests in here.
I will battle.
I do wonder why people are sometimes... Oh. Yeah, of course. I've got my no surprise
Bring it
trait.
on.
It's Bandit Bones, who's weak to axes.
Shall be mine.
Poor Bandit Bones.
Well then.
I think he's dead. Do you reckon he's weak to light?
Oh, sacred light.
He is, but he has an absolute ton of HP.
You too.
Bandit Bones is still in this battle. But down. Can't reskin a skeleton.
I'm not made for such battles.
Well, we are actually getting levels from our little bit of exploration as Ophelia levels up. This is kind of somewhat unintentional grinding, you could say. My intention is obviously to get the goodies. Oh. This is another quest area rather than a boss, isn't it? Oh, no, this is the boss. Do you think our setup's good enough for it? We are higher level.
I will not fail.
Wait, this is like the Flame Bearer guy.
My turn.
Right, finally we found a boss.
I appreciate it.
And he's weak to daggers, so we're perfectly fine.
Well then.
If I look at it, he's weak to swords as well. Probably to... not to light. He's going to get one attack in, isn't he? Yeah. They're weak to daggers, they're generally weak to swords.
All right. Don't mind if I do.
That's an easy one-turn break. I don't know how much HP this guy has, but I say we could probably nuke him regardless this turn and take him down. What do you reckon? Like a cross strike? Or should I have waited for my third tier and just broke him again? These are the questions. What is the answer? Not weak to axes. Oh, don't worry, you got Therian. Okay, there's some HP on this thing. He's now overclocked himself. He thinks he's a PC. He doesn't know how easy it is to break him.
Come at you. Out of my way.
Well then.
Maybe he does, he's just ignoring the fact.
My turn.
Keep it up.
Now then.
I feel like attacking him normally at this point.
Here goes nothing.
Did his buffs just run out? Oh no, he's got so many buffs that he only displays... Wow, he got buff stats in every slat? That's quite... Go you, man.
Don't mind if I do.
My turn.
I don't think overclocking really helped, but...
Well then.
Bonk. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't play around too much when people can just randomly do that.
Let your wounds be healed.
I feel like he was probably takeable, but then my gear level is higher by... Well, so many things of what we've got at the moment are higher. I can break him so easily and finishing him on the next turn. That's what I'm planning. He's got HP on him, on this side though. He's not going down simply. We're moving on to this turn, of course. We've got all our special skills.
I wreak havoc upon thee.
He's a
Here goes
HP stoking guy. Okay.
Let's get down to work. Don't mind if I do.
My turn.
I'm ready.
Are you? Time to steal the show.
Job done.
Where's the nearest tavern?
Oi. Not hard, just probably what you'd consider an endurance battle of where you don't really want to get the meteor strikes hitting you. I got ourselves a Moonblade. Haven't we already got one of them? We've got two now. We stole one from the guard not too long ago after all. I can't actually take anything from the throne room. So let's head back down the way we came. And see if there is more treasure chests we can pick up. Can I jump that? Go on. Go on, Farian. You've got legs, I believe. Can I go down the vines? I wish. Looks like there's just one more chest in here.
I will battle.
Now then.
Go away! Bad! Bad, bad, bad.
Snare them.
Two of them.
My turn.
I guess it'd be better off to use Trade Tempest and get a break on two.
Here goes nothing.
Not the AoE nuking gets.
Feeling feverish.
Thankfully that doesn't do some kind of stun effect or anything.
Let your wounds be healed.
I say the thing I most fear is a coalescence of elemental forms.
Victory shall be mine.
That is what I fear the most at this point.
Ensnare them.
Wait, why am I getting them queued up so they can hit me with the spell twice? That doesn't seem clever all of a sudden. That seems like the opposite of clever.
My turn now.
Why am I letting them attack me?
Let your wounds be healed.
Yeah.
All right.
Phew. Right, one broken. The other one gets to attack. Break him on the following turn. All will be good, yeah?
Here we go.
All will be too good.
Feeling feverish?
I reckon Aba's Reckoning can still do the job. I could just go
Time to steal the show.
and smash them.
Where's the nearest
That's the
tavern?
power of Therian versus normal monsters, isn't it? Alfyn levels up. Ugh, I don't like those things though. Do not like, do not want, go away. As Therian gets an Argent Axe, one of the ones that... Wait a second. No, I've already got an Argent Axe on. That's the one we stole from that guy, right? No. Yes. Yes, we stole an Argent Axe from that guy. We could go buy the incredibly better axe though as well. This is also an option. But 4k gold, I think that might be all that's in here when you look at it. Unless there was something up and to the right. Too bad I can't just travel back out to here. So with that said, let us go explore some of the other places we haven't. So let's go to Atlasdam. Now Atlasdam, when you think about it, is a town where yet again I have not done a lot of inquiries. He says that and then he looks through it and he's done all the inquiries. And I think there's still some quests here I haven't done. We'll get through these in time. There's definitely a lot of stuff I can sell at this point. Or steal. It's better when I steal them and they're not inquiring to them at the same time, because I think less people find that an unhappy moment. A mild-mannered woman who treats everyone with such kindness that some men have grown infatuated with her. She is completely unaware that these admirers have misinterpreted her actions and even fought amongst themselves over her supposed affections. For the most part, other women pity her lot and think the men utter fools. Do they now? Stupid foolish men. But literally, she has an ice soulstone. She has an icy heart deep inside. Right, well, we've got the introduction to adventuring. Yeah, that's just a sellable. That's what I thought it was. But Curious Antique sells really nicely. Silvered pouch. We're back above 200k again. Life is nothing to... Oh, we have two of them. Life is nothing to complain about there. By the look of it, I actually have done the quests here. I just haven't inquired as to people for any side questy things. Quite possibly the most spirited woman in town, gregarious and assertive. The townsfolk see her as a leader. The somewhat quiet son, however, tends to follow the pack, much to his mother's dismay. Some people do just do that. They just follow in line, don't they? May as well complete my stealing. I already stole from that kid. I'm only upset I can't steal twice. It's kind of nice to have a side questing session after the recent story center one. Yeah, like there's a bit of... Every so often you do have to do this kind of chores, essentially. Cleaning of the house, that kind of thing. A man in the Frostlands attempting to design a new kind of windmill. For a time he was apprenticed to an inventor while pursuing his studies. He specialized in improving upon the established designs, making them cheaper to produce or more efficient to operate. Ah, piggybacking off others' work, says the Let's Player. Yes. That's our function. I already stole and inquired as to these guys. Haven't stole your stuff, but it's probably just dust, etc. But really, we want to be heading out of Atlasdam to find ourselves probably a new dungeon. In fact, I think there's a forest below us, is what I scouted. A curious bloom there. Come on, scholars, you gotta have some quest information. A young man who wants more than anything to help others. Proud of how his father supports public figures from the shadows, he strives to live up to his example. Should he follow his footsteps, no one will ever know how instrumental he is to the success of others. He's one of those who works in the shadows. Alright, obviously this stuff is no good for me now. I should have been stolen a lot earlier. We were lower levels, we find a hidden item. A modest man and purveyor to the royal family who takes good pride in his goods. Great pride in his goods. Good pride in his greats, that's the one. Whether his customer be commoner or king, he refuses to sell something unless he deems the buyer worthy of it. So there's a different kind of merchant. A different kind of creed. Right, you can't inquire as to her. But have we sorted any of your quests yet? Didn't I have to find you some information? An avid reader who spends most of her waking hours in the Royal Library. She would rather read than eat and once neglected to sleep for 3 days. Too absorbed in a good book, she claims to have inherited a love of literature from her late mother.